Go on, let's go back to Ezra chapter 9. Second Ezra chapter 9 verse 8, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. Right, so the elect are being sanctified from the foundations of the earth already. Okay? They were ordained to be saved. And who the world called Jesus Christ said he's coming back for the elect. He's not coming back for everyone. So no, everyone is not going to be saved. Your churches will be lying to you. Okay? Go on. Then shall they be in pitiable case, which now have abused my ways. Right, then shall they be in pitiable case that now have abused my ways. You Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans and West Africans, you're abusing the ways of the Most High, because he's got his prophets out here teaching you who you are and how to come back to him, so you don't get caught up in the destruction to come, and you're abusing this. You see what I'm saying? You're taking the piss, basically. We're not going to be out here forever. The Most High always sends his men out at the last minute. You understand? Before he sends the destruction, he sends his men out at the very last minute. Go on. And they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torment. Right, them that have cast, you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, which are given the law, because the Most High is only dealing with you, because you're the Israelites of today. Right? You lot that have despised your law and cast it away despitefully shall dwell in torments. Because the heathens are going to be in Jacob's trouble anyway. You see what I'm saying? They're just in the mix. They've got no choice. But Jacob's trouble is mainly for you Israelites that didn't want to listen. That's the last stroke upon you. You see what I'm saying? That's why who the one called Jesus Christ said to his disciples, fear not what you shall wear or what you shall eat in that day. For the heathens seek that. The heathens have to fend for themselves in Jacob's trouble. But you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans that come back to the understanding that who you are and how you're going to be saved from your enemies, do you understand? You might be shown mercy. Go on. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me. Right. You've received no trinkets and these no benefits from the life that you've had right now. You're under curses, but what? Jake's still able to have a car, have his own yard, this and that. You see what I'm saying? So you think he feels comfortable, he feels he doesn't have to do much. You understand? Oh, YOLO. When Jacob's trouble comes, man, you can't eat your car, you can't eat your Gucci clothes. You understand? Big hard man gonna be scared as shitless, man. Go on. And they have loathed my law while they yet had liberty. Right, because right now you have liberty. You Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and you West Africans, you have liberty. What the fuck are you doing to my camera? Got a demon here, man. Yeah, Shalak Raya, man. Hey, just go away. You don't want it, trust me. Look, man, just go away. That's Satan in the mix, man. Yeah. Just move. Just have a nice day. Yeah, I'll see you in slavery. I'll see you in slavery, okay? Have a nice day. Live it up while you can. Look, man, look. Have a nice day. Yeah, the sun's out and have a nice day. Max your credit card, you're going into slavery. Get me Matthews 13 and 19. I wish you would come up here. I will crack your skull. Get back now, get back. Okay, get back. Get Micah 5 and 10. Get Micah 5 and 10. And then get Micah 7 and 10 as well. Get Micah 7 and 10 as well. How many look you have? Get Micah 5 and 10. Go on. Get Micah 5 and 10 for this hole over here. Get Micah 5 and 10 for this hole over here. Go on. Go on, quickly, man. Before this whole leaves. Go on.
What? Don't stop hitting me, I tell you.
Get the scripture, man. This is Micah chapter 5 verse 10. And it shall come to pass in that day. No. Amos 5 and 10. They hate him that rebuketh in the gate. Where's the scripture? What the fuck? He's still here. Go on, man. Give her judgment, man. You better leave, I'm telling you now. Because you're going to get a curse on you right now.
You annoy me with your bad language, so zero.
This is Amos chapter 5 verse 10. They hate him that rebuketh in the gate. No, speak it louder, man. They hate him that rebuketh in the gate. Right, they hate him and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly. Right, and okay, so this demon here in Los Angeles 1996, they hate them that rebuketh in the gate. She's throwing up the Baphomet sign. Yeah, she worships the Baphomet. Right, because she's a fucking devil. Do you understand? And you can get put to death as well. Give me Micah 7 and 10. Hurry up, man. Micah 7 and 10. She that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her. We say, where is thy God? You're going to get trodden down. I'm going to cave your face in when the time comes. But the Bible says, wait ye upon me till I rise up to the prey. Do you see what I'm saying? Where is it? Luke 12 and, where is it? 21:19? You got that one? I said, you got that one? Yeah, go on. Zephaniah chapter 3 verse 8. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. Right, so when who the world called Jesus Christ comes back down, he's going to give me that power to cave your face in. Do you see what I'm saying? But right now we're patient. Get me Luke 21:19. In our patience do we possess our souls. Do you understand? Because the Most High's men are hated. That shows you who the Most High's men are. So don't worry, you just marked yourself for death. Do you understand? And then get me Micah 7 and 10 afterwards. This is Luke chapter 21 verse 19. In your patience possess ye your soul. In our patience do we possess our souls. Do you see what I'm saying? So you right now, get me 18 and 16. Them that offend the little ones. You just offended the little one. Your judgment's going to be worse than every other Caucasian out here for what you just did. You understand? You're going to be finished. You're finished, you understand? Shall I cry on you and your entire bloodline, you understand? Go on. Oh, see, look, she just called us dumbass niggas. That's what, this what shows you what these people think of you, man. It's just that they don't say it openly. Yeah? Your bosses that you work for, your bus driver that you see, your postman, yeah? These heathens are not your friends out here. And when the time comes, you're going to see that. Give me that one, never trust thine enemy. Give me that one, never trust thine enemy. For as like as iron rusteth, so is their wickedness. You got that one? Give me that ASAP, ASAP. I'll go get myself.
Is she gone?
Oh, she should be back. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 12 verse 10. It says, never trust thine enemy. Read it. There. Go on. Ecclesiasticus chapter 12 verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Right. And that's you Edomites out here today. Now the minor little scratchy respect I might have for her, because at least she admits that she hates us. The rest of you lot would walk up and down acting like friends. But when your economy drops and the shit hits the fan, you're going to find out. Get me, what is it? Proverbs 11 and 21. Or 12 and 21. The hand join in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. Because a lot of you Negroes, Hispanics and Native Americans don't want to be protecting your, what is it? Your slave driver. You're going to get put to death with them. Finish that first, man. Go on. Though he humble himself and go crouching. Right, though they humble themselves and go crouching. Because right now they're humble and they're calm because they're in power over you. That's why everything's okay. But when shit hits the fan, you're going to find out who your real enemy is again. That's why it says in, what is it, Jeremiah, why dost thou trimmest thy way to seek love? Therefore you've taught the wicked their ways. That's why a lot of you Negroes, Hispanics and Americans are going to get put to death with the rest of these heathens as well. Okay, go on. Why? Read that, man. Finish that. No, I'm finishing it. Be patient. Yet take good heed and beware of him. Right, take good heed and beware of him. And the reason we're aware of it, because we read the Bible and we understand who our enemy is. It says in Psalms 83:3, the Bible lists our enemies. Okay? So we know exactly who our enemies are. Go on. Now shall it be unto him as if thou had wiped a looking glass. Right. And that bitch was like, we looked to looking glass as well. We wiped a looking glass. Do we know that's our enemy? You understand? When you guys get a little drink in you, then your true Edomite comes out. Go on. And thou shalt know that his wrath have not been altogether wiped away. Set him not by thee. Set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Right, and that's what happened with the UK. You Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, when you are running Europe, you put these Edomites by you. You allow them out of the Caucasus Mountains, and you set them by you, and you allow them to take up positions of authority. Read that, man. Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 12. Set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Right, and the same thing, that's what's happened with the UK. He's now overthrown you and he stands up in your place saying that he was King James, he was Shakespeare. You understand? He was, who's the musician? Mozart and all of them. That's what they've done, Beethoven. Okay? Read that scripture freaking again, man. Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 12. Set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. Right, because that's what they constantly do. That's what is it, Psalms 50 and 16? You speaketh against your mother's brother. They're constantly plotting how to pull you down. Because they're your biblical enemy. But you're going to find that out in the last days. But don't come to us in that time. Because you're going to get put to death with them. Go on. And now at the last, remember my words and be pricked therewith. Right, and at the last you're going to remember our words and you're going to get pricked therewith. The Most High is going to allow you to remember the scriptures we come out with, and you're going to get screwed up, man. Alright? Shall lock around that Edomite bitch that come up here, man. Is that the rest of the scripture? Go on. Let me finish this one. You will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent. Right, who the hell gonna pity a charmer that's bitten by a serpent? If you're fucking around with snakes, you're going to get bitten. If you play with a hornet's nest, you're going to get stung. So if you hang around Edomites and they overthrow you, you understand, you're playing with the devil. What's that saying? When you dance with the devil, you wait for the song to stop. So when these race wars kick off, you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, don't come to me. Do you understand? Because I'm going to put you to death with the rest of these heathens out here. But get me Luke 21 and 19 again. Because in our patience do we possess our souls. We could kick off now. But you're not in your power. We're waiting for who the world called Jesus Christ to come back down. His real name is Howard Shai. You got that one? Have you got it? Oh, go ahead, man. This is Luke chapter 21, verse 19. In your patience, you possess your souls. Right, in our patience do we possess our souls. You understand? Because we could open heads right now. But the Bible says we have to be patient. Wait till who the world calls Jesus Christ to come back down and crack skulls. Then we can get busy. You understand? Don't think it's a plaything out here. You got to close this scripture? Well, now we're going to close up, man. Kahala Yahaba Shan Yashai, Washinaba Kwanza Kwanyan, Shalom Waka Nan, Wahaba Kaya, Wa Akyam. Alright, all praise to the Most High Yahweh for his son Yahushai. Double honors to the elders that continue to labor in true sincerity. And shalom to the Akim around the four corners and the elect doing the same thing as well. Shalom.